Nanci Bowen's sister has a simple but meaningful and heartfelt description of one of the finest female golfers to come from the state of Georgia.
She's such a dream. Nanci's the girl next door. She never meets a stranger. Everybody loves Nanci. She's kind, she's generous, she's got a huge heart.
Today, that girl next door uses those traits to help people with the game of golf, especially young golfers.
So everything that I've learned, I'm trying to teach her now so that she can, learn a little bit sooner than I did.
Nanci knows many of her young pupils really don't know a lot about her past golfing success, like winning the 1995 Nabisco Dinah Shore and playing on the LPGA Tour. But that's okay.
Their parents probably. I don't know that it really registers with them or not, but I try not to make a big deal about it. It's really, it was a wonderful time in my life. It was a great experience and something that I'll cherish forever.
Now at the 17th, moments ago, this for the outright lead. She's done it.
And Nanci should hang on to those memories. Her road to winning one of the LPGA's major tournaments started in Tifton, Georgia. She learned the game from her dad.
And my dad taught me real simple thoughts, and so I'm very grateful for that, and I owe him a lot for that. He wouldn't let anybody touch my golf swing until I got out on tour, and then I had to, get a little bit better, and he couldn't get me to the next level, but starting out young, it was real simple.
With his guidance, she chalked up 4 straight Georgia Girls Championships. During those years as a junior competitor, she played on the high school golf team with the boys.
Yeah, so we didn't have a girls team. They have one now. And so there weren't as many girls playing. I will say that. At the end of the day, you still have to make putts and hit shots.
Her next stop was the University of Georgia, where she was a 2-time All-American, runner-up at the SEC Championship in '87, and she finished 6th at the NCAAs in 1989.
It was really a dream come true for me and my mother. I have a sister and a brother, and a lot of other family members that came here. So this is, I grew up bleeding red and black.
One of her best friends at UGA was Ann Kane, but sometimes Ann got a little frustrated with Nanci.
Nanci was never one to practice, but nowadays everybody is really into the fitness scene. I was in the house on the floor doing this, agonizing sit-up tape, abs of steel. She comes back, no joke, with a bag of Oreos, rips it open, starts crunching away, looks down at me and says, "I don't think you went all the way up on that one." That was Nanci.
During those college years, Nanci made it to the semifinals of the '87 U.S. Women's Amateur and played in 5 U.S. Women's Opens. Plus, she won the 1988 Transnational Championship before turning pro in 1990. That brings us back to the 1995 Nabisco Dinah Shore and the fond memories of that victory. Looking back, Nanci says there were a lot of weird things that happened that week.
And I was at a restaurant Wednesday night. I had a late pro-am time, and I went into a restaurant, and these 2 kids and their dad were sitting, and I heard them talking like they had been at the tournament watching the pro-am. And then I went to my car and got some visors and signed them, and that's very forward for me. I would never in my wildest dreams do something like that. Thursday after the first round, I shot 69, and she and a friend I was having dinner with that night, and she's like, "What'd you shoot?" And I said 69. She goes, "Oh my gosh, Karen had a dream you won the tournament." Coming up the 18th, on the last day, I wasn't doing real well, but my uncle had passed away, and I was real close with him. He had passed away the year before, and I just felt his presence like walking down the fairway with me, which is not something you're going to be thinking about in the middle of a tournament.
With players like Nancy Lopez, Laura Davies, and Tammy Green in close pursuit, Nanci sank the putt on 18 and came away with the victory and the traditional jump into the pond, making everyone, especially her family, very happy.
I can remember watching it on TV, and my husband's not a golfer, but I broke into tears as she's on the 18th hole, and he kept assuring me that she was going to be all right, she was going to win the tournament. It touches my heart. I'm overjoyed watching her as she walked up and everybody's holding their hands out. This is my baby sister. She made it, and it was just fabulous.
Nanci is very close to her family, and even though they weren't at the tournament, her family was at the big celebration at the Ritz-Carlton. Nanci arrived in a limo, a ride provided by Ann Kane.
I did pick her up in a limo. I'm still paying that bill to this day.
Besides teaching these days, Nanci gives back to others, including the Nanci Bowen charity golf event that benefits hospice, oncology, and traditional care in Tift County. She also enjoys being with friends, family, and playing with her 2 dogs. Nanci also loves playing the piano, and she's talented. In fact, at one point, she thought about pursuing a musical career, but
I had to make a kind of a decision to go golf or music, and I knew I'd be a starving musician, so.
Nanci Bowen is the winner.
a wise decision for an LPGA major winner and Georgia Golf Hall of Fame member.